perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded just outside the goal line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Ball again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go back. There's Mark Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. And sitting on the blitz for the linebacker spot. And boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue. I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ball again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked it down for a win, and the defense is calling.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play action with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Straight ahead is Hall, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressured that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Right back to him on first down. Down at the 25. The Chiefs at 12-2 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ball again on second down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, they can carry the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for them.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, here's Hall. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got it.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Well, sometimes despite the best plan, and the defense actually has a plan as well. They blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Hardman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. Especially
against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And some room to work. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch that's really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now here's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Here's Lawrence. This pass out wide to Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hall on a give up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second and a yard, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 12 yards there. The Jets have a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
No gain on the screen there in second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On the counter, it's Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the one there. Now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely no way to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hey, stop it. Yeah. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, but while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of the backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down. Fielded
just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
43 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Here's Hall again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A toss left side for Hall. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but he did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive play. Don't let him outside, or they can really shred your defense.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than half a foot. Now Lawrence. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. There's Hall bringing in another one. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. He gets it underneath to Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Lawrence. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try to run with Hall, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard. Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting strong.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach. So, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown. And that was all she wrote.
I just want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Kansas City, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jags.